Hello everybody. Today we are playing Mob of the Dead and we're going to be doing the Mafia challenge. Now if you don't know what that is, I don't blame you because it's kind of one that I've made up. It's kind of based on my historically accurate challenge where I use only guns that are accurate to the time period. So for this challenge I will be allowed to use knife and grenades. Those are okay. The M1911 was made in 1911, but was still commonly used into the time period that Mob of the Dead is set in, which is the 1930s. The Uzi was made, I want to say, in the late 1940s, so technically it's not time accurate, but it is thematically accurate, which is why I'm not saying this is historically accurate, but it's the Mafia challenge. So the Uzi will be allowed. The Tommy gun is historically accurate to the time. Let's see. I'm going to wait for them to get in, by the way. What else do we have? We have the AK-47, which obviously was made, I believe, in 1947. And it is going to be allowed just because it Mafia gun was introduced in Mob of the Dead and Black Ops 2 Zombies, so I will allow that. I thought about the Blunder Gap, which is a mixture of the blunderbuss and a Gatling gun, because I think of like a mob member at the top of their old style car, and I thought it would be a really cool idea to use it like with a Gatling gun. But I ended up deciding to not allow that gun. I'm thinking, is there any other gun I'm forgetting? We got the pistol that's allowed, the Uzi that's allowed, the Tommy gun, and the AK. I want to say that's it. So I'm excited for it. We're going to be fairly limited. We've got a ways to go before we can start actually being able to use these guns. We have to make a long distance. I honestly should have used that double points. I don't know what I was doing, not using it. A little bit silly of me. But I think we're going to path directly to the Uzi. Also, right quick, at the beginning of the video, guys, if you could, please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps out the channel a ton. It means the world to me. Your guys' comments genuinely make my day. You guys are the reason why I do this. Seeing you guys in the comment section makes my day. But, of course, the engagement, such as comments or likes, helps as well. Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and stay in this little area. I'm going to just grab this double points, and we're just going to use the knife, and we're going to melee these. I know it's a lot less point efficient, but it should be okay. I think to get to the Uzi, it's only 3 doors. I want to say it's the door right over here, and then the door to the cafeteria, and then the door upstairs right beside it. I want to say that's all I need. I would love to not take it down, though. I'm not going to say any special rules like the Mob of the Dead down system. Oh, Mafia members, you know, if they die, they're just dead. We're not doing all that, okay? A nuke's fine. It is what it is. We're on round 3. Let's go ahead and make our way up. It's not going to be the most efficient run of Mob of the Dead ever either. By the way, at the beginning, if you saw me look through the windows, because I was looking to make sure that the key was actually here. Just a little trick you can do on old Mob of the Dead. But I do have some news for the channel, a little bit of exciting news. I have talked a lot in the past about my struggles with ADHD and how I was taken off my medication and all of this stuff like that, and how honestly being unmedicated was rather difficult for me. Also, let me show you. We have the Uzi right over here, so I will be buying that. We're also not going to worry about the dogs necessarily. I just ran up here to go ahead and get up here because it's a big wide open space. But anyways, back to the ADHD thing. I'm actually medicated again. That's why I've not been uploading in a while. I've been going through and uh-oh. Let's go ahead and buy the gun. Do I not have enough? How much is it? Hold up, we can use grenades. That's why I've not been uploading, is because I've been going through that entire process. It's been rather lengthy, and whenever I first start taking the medicine, I always feel a little bit off, so that's why it took me a little bit. 1,500! Oh my goodness gracious. Why does it need to be so expensive? Come on, it's not I don't think it's that good of a gun. Regardless, we are allowed to get it, so now we can actually, you know, if you want to say now, we can actually start the challenge. I'm excited. I don't actually use the Uzi that much whenever I play. I have no reason to fill up this dog, but I feel like I need to now. Like, I'm already here. I might as well. Let's think. We need to start pathing to perks. I think right now, I also want to get the plane parts, right? So, alright, this is done. We don't have the Warden's Key yet, so I can't get that. Do I care about the Acid Gap part? Not really. I just noticed I was running by it. Let's see. Anyways, yeah, so ADHD medicine can make me feel a little bit weird the first few days I take it, but I'm hoping to get on a bit more of a consistent upload schedule. We'll see how she goes. But I have felt so much better. I know for a lot of people, medication isn't really a path that they're comfortable with, or it doesn't help them. Maybe they just haven't found the right medication. But I was really lucky in that the first medicine that my doctor really prescribed to me for, it worked. And it sucked. I talked about it a lot at the channel whenever I was not being medicated and how much I struggled with finding the motivation to do stuff and just feeling like a regular, normal human being and having any energy. So it's nice. It's nice to feel like a normal human again. Let's go ahead and grab this. And where do I want to head to? I was thinking about it earlier, and I'm not going to say I'm not going to keep forgetting things in the middle of speaking about them, because I think that's just a staple of my personality at this point, honestly. I probably just need to start heading toward the warden's office, right? I don't really know what else I can do. Oh, no, I want to do down here. That's what I want to do. Oh, completely forgot. And I think I have to use another afterlife, and then we'll be alright. I'll save the plane part. We'll grab the one up top to be the very last part we get. I will allow Pack-a-Punch. Oh, Mafia members gonna use the Pack-a-Punch. I don't care. That came off so hostile, but it's true. I am that hostile. As a human being, I am just evil. There have been so many times where I've used this afterlife machine over here, and I've just completely forgotten to open the door and just wasted an afterlife. It is so embarrassing whenever it happens. Should I grab the double points up there, do you think? Here's what I can do. I'm not gonna play it and like try to be really cool and everything and hoard up all the zombies and then do everything. I'm just gonna grab it and then we're gonna run back down. Now I am worried about running into the zombie on the stairs, so I'm gonna give him a second to get up because I don't want to get trapped, kill him, have it turn around forward, then start the laundry machine. It would be an entire hassle, and that's just not how we play zombies around here. But yeah. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I've had something so crazy happen to me. While I was going through all that process, I used to have a massive fish tank, and I ended up not being able to like keep it. I wasn't the best at. I was good at taking care of the fish. Okay, the fish didn't like each other. That was the actual issue. The fish just were not friendly with each other. So I ended up not being able to keep the tank, but I saw a glowfish tank inside of Petco, and I play my computer a lot in the dark, as I'm sure many of us do, and I thought, man, it would be mighty neat to have just some neon fish. And glowfish are, I'm pretty sure, humane. I think they're not injected or anything. They're just, I think they're fed a certain type of food or it's inherited from the parents. I'm not sure exactly how they glow, but all I know is that I'm pretty sure it's humane. I hope it is, because I wanted some. If it's not, they sound off in the comments, and I'll feel like a horrible person for wanting them. But anyways, so I really wanted them, and the issue was I couldn't find a place to put it, because I have an area on my desk where I thought it would be really cool to have a vertical glowfish tank. Because again, like I could just look over while I'm playing games and have these like yellow, green, and pink fish. If you don't know what glowfish are, they're just like bioluminescent fish. They're pretty cool, and it is so it's neat. Okay, so I wanted these. And I go to the store and I see this vertical tank, but it doesn't have a lid. And as the cat has caused me many problems in videos before, I'm surprised if you aren't aware of him by now. I do have a cat, and he is an absolute menace. He's a troublemaker. He is the personification of the idea of a cat. He is the quintessential cat. If Aristotle or Socrates or Plato, if one of those three was still around, they would say that he is the essence of a cat. There's a specific word I'm trying to. Well, what is it they would say? I was in philosophy for a while in college, but I can't remember we were like, oh, this basically means essence, but anyways, he's a horrible menace of a cat. And if I have a fish tank without a fish lid, or a fish lid and aquarium lid, he's just going to stick his paw in it. It's going to be a mess. The fish are going to get killed, and he's going to have himself a nice little sushi snack. It's not going to work out. So I was like, okay, you know what? I can't have that one on my desk. But they had some other cool tanks, but they wouldn't fit on my desk and look good. So I was like, okay, well, we'll get a little desk for the living room. I'm a rather impulsive person, and my beautiful, amazing, lovely wife was like, well, look, we're going to be redoing the living room soon anyways, like with a new couch, because the couch that I've had is a hand-me-down that I've had for 3 years, and before that my uncle had it for, I want to say, 8, and it is falling apart. Like, it's a faux leather type material, and it was peeling horribly. We actually like got some queen or king size like blankets, some, what are they called? Like a microfiber, really soft blankets. Sorry, we got a... Oh, gas. We got a ton of those from Walmart, and we actually just like stapled them onto the couch so that you couldn't see where it was peeling anymore. But, so we needed to get rid of that. And I was like, well, let's, wait until we redo our living room in the next month or so. Oh, I need to do the numbers here, don't I? Well, it's a good thing I ran down here before I just started doing it, or else we would have had a little bit of trouble. So I was like, all right, I'll wait. And then a weekend passed. And I was like, I really want this love fishing. Let's go back to Petco. Whoa, hello there. I thought I had less for some reason. I'm not doing the least efficient run ever in Mob did. I'm doing pretty alright. And so, because the reason why we needed to wait was because to buy the table, they had like different types of wood and everything. And it was a matter of making sure it matched with whatever color couch and everything we got. Anyways, we go back to Petco, and I'm like, I still want this. I'm like, hey, what if we just got it? And she was like, no. So we went to Big Lots then to look at like what kind of couch sets they have. Give me a second. 7, 6, and 9. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. That should do it. So we go to Big Lots, and we see these couches. And we find one that we like, and we're like, hey... It's also maybe important to know, I don't own a truck. I own a car, a little Nissan car that's not very big, and I'm like, hey, this couch is pretty alright. What if we just bought this today? Let's call your brother and see if he can help us, because my wife's brother has a truck. I was like, let's see if we can just get this home today. And in my head, I'm like, I'll fit this massive sectional couch in the office. We got it through the inside, the main door to the apartment, so surely we can get into the office. He's not able to do it. So I'm like, you know what? I guess we're just not going to be able to get this couch today. And then I think, and I'm like, well, maybe my grandpa will let us borrow his truck. But here's the thing. My grandpa doesn't let anybody borrow his truck. The thing is basically worth its weight in gold to him. Uh-oh, that's an alarm. So sorry, I guess I'm unprofessional. That's what taking a week off of uploading does to you, I suppose. But anyways, also, when's Brutus coming? I want to say 6 or 7. So finally, I call him, I'm like, hey, look, I know you're going to say no, but can I borrow your truck? He's like, sure. So we buy a couch, and they didn't even have the one we wanted, but at this point I was so committed to the idea. And this is all happening in like a 1 to 2 hour time frame that I'm just deciding, hey, let's just buy a couch so I can have a glowfish aquarium. So all of this happens, and they don't even have the couch I want, so I just end up getting a different one. We actually got on a pretty good discount, though, because we got the floor model of it, which they gave us like a 10% discount. And so we got a couch. And we bring it home, we take 2 trips, we use the ratchet straps to make sure it's solid in the back of the truck. No big worry. Also, we're going to be able to get the Tommy gun soon, aren't we? That's exciting. Can I go and open this? I feel like this is an expensive door. It is an expensive door. I have no idea why the doors to right here is so expensive. Are shields allowed? Do you guys think they use, like, shields? I don't feel like mobsters use shields. Like, maybe they did? I didn't think about this enough, I suppose. Let me go and open this, and what I want to do here is I would like to save one zombie. Are you my last one? You're almost my last one, I think. I think I'm good to go into enter Afterlife. We're going to get back to getting the couch inside the house, by the way. We're going to get back to it. I just need to make sure I'm actually playing the game as well. So that's 1, 2, and then where is my 3rd? Oh, you know, I just realized that's why in, what's it's called? You know, I didn't even open that, did I? I could run up there for a jug. I guess I can still. There's no reason not to. I goofed this a little bit. I think I was supposed to go open the lock on that door first, but I didn't get around to it. Oh, I can go and turn on the gondola as well, can't I? I'm not too worried about the sniper tower. I don't care too much about that. So open this and run down here, and I think I can revive myself. And we're just down 1 plane part, I think. Not the biggest deal in the world. So, we take 2 trips, we get it back to the house, and it's a little difficult to get inside, I'm not going to lie, especially with it being a floor model. We got a love seat and a couch, so the couch was the floor model, but they gave us 10% off the entire order. Very, very sweet people over there at Big Lots. So we get it. And we eventually get inside the house. It was hard because it wasn't wrapped, so we had to be very careful with the couch. The love seat was fine. Also, why do my hands just glow ghostly? Oh, because we got another afterlife, that's right. I feel like I'm speaking so fast. It's okay, it's okay. Just listen to the video on 0.75 speed or something. We get it in the house, and I'm like, alright, easy. I'm a little exhausted, I'm a little tired. This has been a lot out of nowhere whenever I was just planning on, you know, going to Petco to get some dog food or some toys for them, whatever we were doing. And I start to try to move this massive sectional into the office. And at this point, my wife went ahead and returned the truck to my grandpa, because whenever I'm working like physically, I'm alright with working with other people, but sometimes it's easier if I'm just by myself. So I was like, hey, can you go and return the truck and pick up our car, and I will go ahead and just work on getting everything put away. So I start trying to get it, and I just took it down. Unlucky. I thought I heard one behind me and I was going to start to run, but I just didn't realize it in time. This is a pretty dangerous little area to be in. I'm going to, you know, I probably shouldn't have shocked that one. I think we're okay. We still have 1 afterlife. I want to buy the Tommy gun right now, but especially because I have double points, it'd be amazing for points, but I would also much rather not die. You know what? I have enough for the gun and jug. Oh man, I have so many points. I'm just rolling in it. I'm a rich boy right now. Looky there. Anyways, so I'm moving this love seat or the couch around, and I'm realizing, hey, this isn't gonna fit through the door. And I'm thinking, how did I get this through the main door? And I'm like, oh no, surely they're not different sizes. And I get a tape measure, and can I please buy you? For some reason, whenever I reloaded there, it made the thing disappear. I hope the zombie behind me isn't running now. It'd be very inconvenient for me. Oh, of course he is. Unlucky. You know, I could make the argument like, well, they had tape, they had crowbars or whatever. They could have made a shield just because I am. Nah, it's okay. I get a ruler, not a ruler, what do they call it? A measuring tape. And I measure, and my door that goes to the outside is much smaller than the door that goes to any other room in the house. I live in a very small apartment. I don't know what to do at this point. I don't have a truck anymore. The dump closes at, I want to say, like 3 p.m. something ridiculously early. My wife doesn't even get off work until 4:30, and I don't want to have to do this all by myself. We don't have a truck, so I'm gonna have to borrow my grandpa's. It's gonna be a whole hassle. So I was like, well, let's just wait till the weekend. And at this point, I just have I have 2 couches and like 2 love seats, the equivalent of, in my living room. And I think, I don't know what to do. I literally sit it up vertically in my living room. You know, I don't want to be down here anymore. I need to get out of this area. This is a very dangerous area to be in, especially with the Tommy gun. I love the Tommy gun. Tommy gun kind of sucks. I'm not going to lie. This iteration of the Tommy gun is like one of the weakest iterations of it in all of Cod Zombies history. I swear it's not very good. We do need to come back down here for the playing part, but I would rather work on getting perks first. I'm just not super pressed about getting playing parts. I feel like I can just come back. I think we still have the one in Warden's office. We have the one down here, and then we have one up top. So it shouldn't be a big trouble. We can get double tap. I think double tap's going to be the most important thing I want right now. Anyways, I set the couch in the sectional couch and love seat part up vertically in the living room in the corner. So I have like my new couch and my new love seat, and then just in the corner between them, I just have my old one vertically up. Remember how I told you it was peeling? Yeah. So on the floor is just red, little fragments of like red faux leather everywhere. And you might think, oh, okay, so what, he just had to live with the inconvenience of it looking ugly for a week. Yeah, I did. And then you'd think, oh, he took it to the dump the next weekend. No, this is where I got stubborn for some reason. This is where maybe the ADHD medicine made it seem like I could just do things, that I was Superman. No, not actually. But I've talked to my dad, and he's like, let me start. I found a big dumpster at our apartment complex, and I was like, you know what? I think a couch could fit in there. And I talked to my dad, and he's like, well, you know, we can't really get it in there right now. What if you cut it up? And I think, cut it up? What could you possibly mean, cut it up? How could I cut it up? And about a year ago, I got a little handsaw. A little handsaw from Walmart. And he was like, what if you use the handsaw to cut it up? And you have to understand, this sectional is massive. Like, each part of it is 8 feet long. It's a huge sectional. And I'm like, you're insane. And he's like, all right, fine. Don't do it. Live with it. And then we'll just go to the dump another time. And about an hour passes, and that saw starts looking like a mighty interesting concept. And I guess the voices took over at that point, because I grab the saw, I grab a serrated kitchen knife to cut the cushions off, and I start going to town trying to saw up this sectional and love seat combo. I cannot express to you the amount of hatred I had in my heart for myself at that moment, whenever I was too far committed to it to stop, because I've already created such a massive mess. Also, turns out saws really hate fabric. If you guys don't know, now you do. Don't mess around with fabric and saws. It's not a great time. It took me 6.5 hours. Me and my wife combined 6.5 hours. I'm probably gonna go down here. I need to play this like very, very carefully. I need to swap guns. All right, more ammo, insta kill. I honestly don't even know if I want speed cola right now. I'm gonna go and grab the nuke. I don't even know if I want speed cola right now, because it feels like it would be a little bit dangerous to spend that many points whenever I feel like I'm still really weak. I think I'd rather go ahead and get the plane set up so I can pack a punch. I think that's the safest option here. Where am I going? I need to go this way, right? How do I get back up top? Oh, I think I need to buy a door, and then I can go to the gondola area. Whoa! Hey, easy does it there, boys. So, 6.5 hours of cutting up this sectional and love seat. And here's the thing, it's like, if it was just the hard labor, you know, I'd be okay with it. I've done hard labor in the past. I can understand, you know, eventually you just gotta grit your teeth and slog through a struggle. I get it. I do. There were these springs in the couch that were very tightly compressed, and I pried one off, and it went flying basically across the living room, and I was like, oh no, my life could be in danger. Probably not my life, but like I could be kind of injured by this. I could hurt myself or my wife on accident here. That would be horrible. So it was actually scary. It wasn't just like a hassle. And then I have to think, what are my neighbors going to think whenever I literally, this couch took up an entire, where did you come from, dude? Why is my gun getting repulled? What? Oh no, hold up. This is bad. I guess I accidentally pressed like a 1 on my keyboard and my gun started to swap. That was such a scary little situation there. So I start freaking out that my neighbors are going to see me hauling off cushions and just wood with nails sticking out of it. Also, the nails! There's so many nails in the couch, you would not believe. Because you would think, oh, just like, what, 2 nails in each area where it connects? No, they put like 40 nails in each section. It's insane! Honestly, retelling the story, it makes me sound insane. I was like, why didn't you just spend 30 minutes taking it to the dump? I don't know! I don't know. Why didn't I? I wish I could tell you. Trust me, I would love that time back. I was sore for like 4 days after. So anyways, moral of the story, couches take up literal entire dumpsters, it turns out. Go to the dump, that might save you time, and don't be stubborn and impulsive. It might help you in life. Also, look, my perks have rearranged by alphabetical order, because I know I bought Jug first, but double tap comes first alphabetically. Whenever you go into afterlife mode, I forgot, a little piece of trivia, it does it like that. Where are you going to spawn at, Brutus? Alright, there you are. You know, I'm nervous. Let me get to the cafeteria, and I'm going to feel a bit better. I think Uzi is my best firepower weapon. We'll just train in the cafeteria, and I think I'll get my points here. I think I can train here rather safely. Honestly, again, I'm just worried about going down. I really don't want to go down because I don't know how much I'm going to struggle with getting everything set back up. To be honest, I've been much more focused on telling my story than the actual gameplay. Man, I hate how Brutus just shakes the screen. Oh, he's disabling the mystery box, isn't he? I will say, I have to ask myself the question of, is it even worth it to, like, excuse me, Brutus, to hit the mystery box just for an AK-47? I don't know. Maybe if we have, like, extra points at the end, I'll try to get it. I think I remember the name of most of these guns, Pack-a-Punch, but I wouldn't mind, like, using the AK. Oh, I hate the screen shake so much, but I have to play kind of safe here. I'll go ahead and grab the max ammo. I want to say Brutus drops one as well. Or at least the first time he dies. Or maybe he just drops a random power-up everywhere that's not the bridge, and it's never just a max ammo, but I feel like I remember it always being a max ammo. It could just be like, you know, whenever this map came out, it was whenever I formed, like, all of my memories about it, so who knows. Alright, we got him taken down. Yeah, looks like it's just a random drop. I almost have 5,000 points, but I'm going to spend one more round down here. I'm not going to worry about Speed Cola, because I think I'd rather get both of my guns Pack-a-Punch, because Pack-a-Punch is at least a permanent upgrade. Also, everything will turn on, because right now if I went to go get Speed Cola... No, I do already have Speed Cola on. I did it whenever I was doing everything else. And I'm just missing the one plane part. Yeah, we're doing pretty alright. Where's my key? Why does it show I don't have the key? I know I grabbed the key. Maybe on Plutonium it just, like, glitches out and doesn't show you have the key. Oh, well. Let me tell you something. Let me get on a little rant here, as I've not been ranting enough. I went to, my wife, her co-workers, had a little, like, board game night. A few of them didn't end up showing up, so it was just me, my wife, and 2 others. And we have this game that we got a few years ago for, like, Christmas, from one of either my family's aunts or uncles. I think it was her family's aunt and uncle got us a card game called Super Fight. And what Super Fight is basically you just draw 3 cards, 3 black cards and 3 white cards. And then there are 3 characters and 3 attributes. So it's as simple as that. You pick 1 character, 1 attribute out of the 3 of each you've drawn to try to just make a super fighter. And then whoever you're up against does that as well. And the rest of the table are the judges, right? So you have 2 people who are about to start debating. They create their character and then they debate who would win in a fight. Sounds simple, right? Like in one of the first rounds, it was like Kim Kardashian with the power of Medusa versus, and I had Hulk with, I don't even know, all my arguments were just based on being Hulk, and I argued that the Medusa stare wouldn't affect Hulk because, like, in a lot of iterations, he's weak to magic, and then they made the argument that, like, oh, well, if it's Medusa, it'd be, like, more like a divine power. I was like, well, you know, if we go by Marvel rules, then gods are just, like, aliens, so there's no such thing as divine power. I got in a whole argument. I lost, because apparently I'm not good at debating or talking, which I would have thought was one of my strong suits, but I suppose not. Hold up, this is a bad situation. Oh no, I would love to have a zombie shield. Can I tell you guys that? I've realized, I've talked about this a bit in my challenges, that I just don't build the zombie shield, and it would make life so much easier. I take hits from the back. I don't need to say that. It's hard to phrase what I'm trying to convey here, but let's just say I would enjoy some protection for the backs. All right. I genuinely am trying my best here. So if you hear my wife laughing in the background. Anyways, back to super fight. We have enough points, by the way, to go to the bridge. I'm just biding my time here. I'm playing with them, and it's me up against who had just won the previous round. Somehow, it was, I want to say, Hillary Clinton. And I don't even remember what power that she had. It was irrelevant because all of the answers were just based on her being Hillary Clinton. And my cards, what I had chosen to go up against Hillary Clinton, because the winner stays, and I got to pick my card. My card was Vikings, and then they can clone. But every time they clone, the new iteration is half as smart as the previous. And I have to power this door? I honestly forgot about that. Hold up. No, I didn't mean to kill all of them. Oh, that's so annoying. I did not mean to do that. I probably don't even get my afterlife refill. Oh, no, I do. Very nice. So, here I am, and my argument is like, oh, well, if their intelligence gets decreased by half, what I'm gonna say is that they're Vikings. They're these warriors, and they can probably run on instinct alone. So I theoretically have infinite Vikings. And here's the part. No one at the table argued this logic. And you might think, oh, well, how do infinite warriors not possibly beat Hillary Clinton? Well, I would love to know the answer to that one as well. Alright, let me make sure I don't go down here. This is a little bit of a tricky situation. I just want to get to the bridge. Like, that's my main goal here. Thank you. So, the entire... Look, this is not a political statement. Let me make this clear. But Hillary Clinton apparently has become an omnipotent god in the world of super fight that I was playing. To the point where if my Vikings try to attack her, oh, well, she's just Hillary Clinton. She'll just convince them to kill themselves like Epstein or something. That was a genuine argument. I was like, all right, well, fun fact, they're all brain dead stupid. They're just these warriors running on instinct who can't possibly understand what you're saying because they don't speak your language and they're too stupid to understand like the contract of language. And they're like, doesn't matter. Still just you die. Still, they just convince all of them to kill themselves. And the table has agreed with this logic. So to this day, this is like a week afterwards, this has still been on my mind. I don't understand how an infinite... Because here was another thing I was thinking about. They're infinite. They could just infinitely clone themselves to the point where they just absorb all of the oxygen. And just as like one of them's about to die from asphyxiation, then another one will be cloned, and then they'll have... I don't necessarily know the process of how cloning works, but I argue they would then have they would have take longer to asphyxiate. Regardless, the minimum it could end in a tie, but no. Hillary Clinton, or my bad, as the table called her, Hillary Clinton, became an omnipotent force. We had to end the game because nobody could beat her. There was simply no way. Because at that point, I was a little frustrated. I could have cared less what anybody was saying. As far as I was aware, if someone could beat an infinite number of Vikings, they can win. I remember it was Hillary Clinton with a nail gun, and I argued that cloning could be just as quick as a reaction was, and a nail gun isn't fast enough for you to not notice like a finger or like a trigger being pulled or something, because adrenaline makes it feel like you can slow down time. And so I was like, look, if she can beat everything, then there's no point going any further with this. There's just nothing that anyone can do. So she ended up winning the table. I guess I don't know. I have no idea. Even right now, I'm thinking, what creature in all of mythology, comics, pop culture, folk culture, I don't know, what could possibly beat this omnipotent figure? And if you have one, please leave it in the comment section, because for the life of me, I cannot think of it. Oh man, there's something I want to say. We are approaching the end of the challenge here. I'm probably going to stay on the bridge for the rest of it. I don't think I'm going to go to the box or anything. I've had a fun time. We're going to go to round 15, probably end it either at or on round 15. Depends if I'm in the middle of talking about something or not. But if the meds work and I feel like I'm able to get on a more consistent upload schedule, because obviously the meds give me energy, but I still get a little bit of anxiety uploading. I think a lot of creators do. But that's not why I don't upload. Normally, if I don't upload, it's because either something's going on in my life. I don't let the anxiety get in my way too much. It's just something that's like a personal struggle, but it doesn't impact the channel. Like, I'm sure you know, you guys either get anxiety in school or work, but you can separate that. But if there's, you know, other things going on, then it can get hard to do whatever. If that makes sense, I don't know. Maybe that doesn't make sense. But if the meds do work, I think I'm gonna do a variety channel. Because I do notice on the meds, I definitely feel like, oh man, you know, I have this time. I wanna spend it. Like I spent, ooh, you know, we are running low on ammo here. I think we have enough. But I spent, I want to say like 4 hours yesterday, just like creating up video ideas, thumbnail ideas, title ideas, and I had a ton of fun. It really. I do love my job so much, and it has sucked not being medicated because I just couldn't feel that passion and that love for it that I was feeling. You know, we really might be screwed on ammo here. We'll probably go until we run out of ammo on the bridge. But I would love to just do some playthroughs of games, just have some fun, hang out with it, chill with it. Apothos will always, you know, receive its zombie content, and I don't think I want to put variety content on this channel. I feel like I really like what we have going here with just zombies. I think I'd be most comfortable having just a second channel for all kinds of variety, and that one would just be, you know, for anyone who really just likes to listen to me ramble and wants a little bit more of some nonsensical talking in their lives. Well, hey, I'm here. So I think that would be a lot of fun. I do have a name for it. I'm not going to say the name because I feel like someone's just going to yoink the channel from me. But if the time comes, we'll get around to it. Like some games I was thinking, I was like, I love roguelikes, like Binding of Isaac, Slay the Spire, even maybe, God forbid, a little bit of League, as much as I hate League. Yeah, is there anything I can do? You know, we're probably just going to... I think I want to go one more round, just while I talk about like potential games and stuff. And then we'll end at the beginning of round 16. I'm really hoping the Brutuses don't start spawning, because if they start spawning up here, oh no, then I think they follow me back down. It's okay. I think it's a multiplayer that you get the max ammos with the double points are. I don't think there's any max ammo I can grab. So we honestly might still be GG'd. Oh wait, no, I can just run up and grab the Uzi ammo though, can't I? Where did you come from? I just run up here because I think it's only 4,500. But like, what kind of... I would love to do Slay the Spire runs, Binding of Isaac runs, and I suck at games, by the way. That's why I wouldn't want to have a full channel to like another game, because there's no game I'm as good at as I am Cod Zombies. And you guys have seen, I'm not necessarily the best at this game either. And I will say, I only took one down today. That's not too shabby, eh? Probably an embarrassing down. I honestly don't remember what we went down by. I think I was just getting trapped in the area I had no business being in at that time. Look at there, another nuke. Hopefully they're on one. I wanted to talk a little bit more about what games I'd play. But yeah, roguelikes, some single-player games. I think it would be good for me to find a way to actually play single-player games, because it's something I struggle with. I had this idea for a long time, like, if I don't play a competitive game where I can grind to be the best player in the world and make a career of it, then it's a useless waste of my time. Which is obviously not true. You can just play games to enjoy them and have fun. But... yeah, I just, so many types of games, single player, roguelike. Obviously, I really went to the roguelike, I keep mentioning it. Overwatch, first-person shooters. I'd love to do some first-person shooters. I do play, like, Call of Duty multiplayer every now and then, although I'd honestly probably just go back and, like, play Black Ops 2 multiplayer on Plutonium and upload videos of that, because I love Black Ops 2 multiplayer. Yeah, I guess the Brutuses don't follow you as well, by the way. But I love Black Ops 2 multiplayer. It is a ton of fun. So, yeah, I think that'd be a good idea. And before I commit to it, I want to make sure that I can maintain a consistent upload schedule on Apothos, because Apothos is my pride and my joy, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. But guys, if you enjoyed the video, which I hope you did, please like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. But yeah, have a good night, everybody, and take it easy.